So, welcome everybody. Welcome YouTube. I know with YouTube it's recorded, so that's fine. Welcome everybody to this live session. It's an HR question and answer session, so I'm hoping that people do join because we have a lot to talk about today. Welcome, Farida. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming onto the live. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome. So we're doing a quick live session tonight. I said I'm going to try and be consistent and come on to this every Monday night. So I'm going to try and put this video, the screen here as well. I'll try and come on every Monday night to speak to you people on like three different platforms actually, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on TikTok. So yeah, so that's why I'm here this evening. I just wanted to just do a quick live. So depending on how many we have on the live, will determine how long I stay. I think I've booked this live for about 45 minutes. So yeah, I don't want to stay too long and just kind of give out as much advice as possible. Am I? Oh my goodness, that's not good. I think maybe it's the room I'm staying in. Let me open the door then. Oh, sorry about that. Am I still echoing? That's not good. I'm still echoing. Oh no, I don't like that. And I'm not even using any camera. That's really weird because this is why I normally do my live. And I don't know how come I'm echoing. Oh, that's not good. I don't know how to fix it. How would I fix it? Oh my goodness. Thanks for letting me know, Farida. Um, Mute microphone, remove background noise. Yeah. Allow viewers to hear your voice more clearly. Settings. I don't know what I've done. I haven't touched my settings. I don't want to hear my voice. Comment settings, live recording. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. Is it still echoing? I'm not sure if it's still echoing, Farida. Could you let me know if it's still echoing? Thanks for liking it. Thanks for coming along. User, thank you for coming. Thanks for staying. This live is about the NHS, so if it's something that you're interested in, do let me know. Farida, am I still echoing? I'm not sure if you're still here, Farida. Thanks everybody for coming in and thanks for staying on. And thanks to my YouTube family as well for coming on as well. So let me know. Oh my goodness, Farida, you kidding me? I might need to move where I'm sitting. Okay, let me go somewhere else. I don't know, maybe that would help because I'm trying to do like different platforms. I don't know, I'm taking you guys around my house. Let me try and sit on the stairs. Maybe that would help. Lord, I don't know about the lights in here, but let's see. Okay, let's push down. Is it better now? Oh, is she? So am I not echoing, Marcos, am I not echoing? If I'm not echoing, because that's really strange. Like I said, I normally use that room to do the lives. Marcos, so can you hear me properly? Oh, maybe it's from her end then. Or maybe people might have different maybe settings in their on their phone. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm echoing to her. But if I'm not echoing to you, then that's fine. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Marcos. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming and thanks for for the like as well. I appreciate it. So we're gonna go, as I was trying to say, that this live is a really quick live. It's just going to be maximum 45 minutes that I'm gonna stay. I did say I'm gonna try and be consistent. I did say I'm going to try to be consistent with me coming onto TikTok because I kind of let you guys down. I was having a very good following on TikTok. I kind of let you guys down by not coming on to TikTok as frequently as I should. And I think that was the time I was trying to get myself monetized on YouTube. So I was really pushing hard on YouTube to try to get myself monetized on YouTube. And I'm finally monetized on YouTube. I'm kind of in the chill zone, but even though I'm still pushing hard because I realized a lot of my okay, thank you, Farida. A lot of my clients do come from do come from YouTube because that's where most of my videos or my full length videos are based. So hence the reason why I do try as much as possible to improve my my YouTube presence more than TikTok. So if you want to watch more videos about me, it's on YouTube. It's the same name, your HR ally on YouTube. So just go and check me out there. There's loads of videos on there, very informative videos about different things to do with recruitment into the NHS, working in the NHS, and trying as much as possible to help you get into the NHS. So that's my goal, to try and help as many people as much to get into there. And get, I'm not sure if Marcos is still here. Marcos, they say, he asked me, do I help people apply for roles? Yes, I help people make applications, but not in the same way that a lot of people do. I don't go into your into your NHS or track jobs to do all the things in there for you. I just help you write your supporting statement. There are different prongs to my consultancy what's it called, levels. So from helping you to check your application form to writing your supporting statement and then helping you with the interview once you get shortlisted. So these are the three prongs to the um, recruitment side of things that I do. So if it's something that you're interested in, drop me a comment here and or send me a message and I would respond to you and send you the link to book your one-to-one consultation with me, where we go in depth into what you actually need and how I can actually provide that support for you. But if it's something that you need in terms of writing your supporting statement, yes, I do help with that. And I was going to say, I'm currently working on something that would help people write their supporting statements themselves. So it's not just going to be me because I want to really focus more on the interview side. Getting shortlisted is one thing. That's the first hurdle. It's then passing that final hurdle and getting into the NHS. It's that interview that lets a lot of people down. And I've seen that a lot with a lot of my clients when they are trying to get into the NHS, and it's that interview get shortlisted quite a lot, or not, maybe not a lot, but they are able to get shortlisted, but is that clinching it and getting that interview and being the preferred candidate that I really want to focus on now, because I believe that that's where I'm able to add more value. So if that's what you're interested in, if you've gotten your interviews coming up and you need that one-to-one help, I'm the person that you should call if you do need that help. I'm available to help you with your interview preparations into the NHS. So if that's what you need, please let me know and I'll be able to send you a list of the link to be able to book that one-to-one consultation with me. So I'm just going to go through some of the questions on here if I can see any question, because I know a lot of people are coming in and going out. So yeah. 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 Okay. Uh, Thanks, and also thanks. Please follow me on here. If you do stop by, please follow me on TikTok. I would really want to grow my followers to at least 1,000 people before the end of this month. So definitely, and that's part of my goal as well, to coming back on here. I really do want to grow my following back on TikTok to at least 1,000 people this month. So that is my kind of goal for TikTok this month. Hence the reason why I'm doing both lives, or three lives actually at the moment: Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok all at the same time. So yes, I have my laptop here. I have that one over there on my tripod. So yeah. So if you're coming in, please join. Please stay on. If you're interested in learning about the NHS and how to get into the NHS and the tips and tricks of getting into the NHS, yes, this is the place you want to be on a Monday night at 7:45, where we definitely talk about a lot of things to do with NHS and staying in the NHS and getting that role in the NHS and the benefits of working in the NHS. So, yes, that is what I do as part of this consulting services. So, yeah, if anyone has any questions about getting to the NHS, please let me know and I'll be happy to respond to you, because this kind of TikTok live that I do is kind of like a mini consultation as well, because sometimes you're quite lucky that I kind of address all the questions that you have instead of you having to come on my consultancy, having to pay for the consultancy. So yes, so you might be lucky. I might pick your question and answer all your questions that you have without needing to actually book the consultancy services. So yeah, it's always a good thing for you guys to come on here and see. Let me see if I okay. Aisha. Um, let her check her phone. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hi. Ebuka's gone, and Aisha Emmanuel is left as well. Those were my two people that were on. Oh, oh, I'm so sorry. Why didn't you message me on? Sorry, I'm speaking to my one of my contacts on YouTube. He got an interview, and I'm not even sure if he's had his interview. Have you had your interview yet? I did tell you to reach out to me, and I couldn't. Oh, joke. Email me. You have my email address. I'm sending you my email address again because I can't put my telephone number on here. I can put my email address is in the public domain already. You could have emailed me. I did. Someone actually said something on the comments on the last video that we recorded last week Monday, and hoping that you got the job and all that. But I did say there that you hadn't yet contacted me, so I wasn't sure if you did get the job. Have you done your interview? I'm hoping that you haven't done it, so we can actually work together to ensure that you secure that role. Oh my goodness, Ebuka, you knew how long it took you to get that interview slot. I was actually willing to do you a good deal on that. When are you going to hear back from them? So for people that don't know, Ebuka is one of my very, very loyal subscribers on YouTube. Last week he told us that he managed to get an interview by following all my instructions while regarding how to write the perfect supporting statement that I posted on YouTube. It's a very good video as well. And also, I also have an ebook out as well that talks about writing the perfect supporting statement. It's on my YouTube channel. And in a lot of my videos, you will see the link to those to writing the supporting statement on my YouTube channel. I'm not sure they accept links here because because I don't have 1,000 followers yet. I can't post the links to my store on here. So hence the reason why I need you guys to help me get to 1,000 subscribers on TikTok so I can start posting the links to my stand store where you guys can easily book the services and get all the goodies that I give to my people on YouTube. So Ebuka managed to get an interview into NHS Scotland following my strategies that I put in my supporting information. And last week I did tell him to contact me because he was kind of finding it hard to afford the consultation service. And I did promise to give him a very good deal. But unfortunately, what he's telling me now on YouTube is that what he's telling me on YouTube now is that oh my goodness. What he's telling me now on YouTube is that he's not sure. Oh my goodness, sorry. What he's telling me on YouTube now is that he wasn't sure what he answered. He had the interview already. He wasn't sure what he answered. He's already crying. They asked him about leadership skill. And Ebuka, bearing in mind, is also in Nigeria at the moment. So they would have been a sponsorship role into Scotland and they would have sponsored him if he did get the role. So let's see what he's saying. So he said he's crying. Oh, that's really sad. As in, I'm really upset as well because I thought he didn't want my help. I should have actually gone the extra mile because I was really, really busy really last week. I should have really gone the extra mile to kind of get in touch with him. But I don't want to be a pushy person because you might think it's about the money. It's really not about the money. It's about me helping people. But there's also my time as well that you need to pay for my time because I've been in this field for so long and I believe what I charge is reflective. It's not actually reflective, it's actually quite low based on the years of experience that I have. But that's by the way, anyways. So what I was saying to Ebuka was to contact me so we could work together in terms of how much he had to pay for the interview skills, and I was willing to do that for him because he's been a very loyal, a very loyal viewer to me and watches all my videos, always there to help me, pushing my videos out there. Anyways, he didn't contact me, and now he's telling me that a couple of the questions that they asked him about leadership skills. They asked him about when a nurse reported to him about a junior colleague that the junior colleague insulted her and all that. What would he do? So those are really leadership skills, really. Leadership skills, really, it's about how do you manage people that are working under you? What is your communication skills? How do you manage that communication? What is your delegation skills? What is your process for resolving conflict? Are you a listener? Are you someone that antagonizes the process? Are you someone that tries to listen from both parties? Where do you then bring in HR into the picture to kind of help you manage that process? So those are the kind of things that they're trying to get from you. How do you put in the NHS values? How do you put in the trust values into that situation? Those are the kind of things that they are trying to get from you. In terms of the leadership skills, what is the strategic lead of the organization? Where are they leading to? What do you understand about the strategic movement? What do you understand about the goals of the organization? How do you put that into practice? How do you ensure that what they're talking about, the leadership skill, what kind of leadership skills do you possess? Are you a leader that's very dictatorial? Are you a leader that is laissez-faire? Are you a leader that is encouraging? I'm trying to find the right word in my head, but there's another word that I'm trying to, a leader that is collaborative, a leader that brings everybody together. Is that the kind of leader that you are? What is the NHS saying about leadership in terms of putting the agenda of the NHS into practice? So that is what they're trying to that's what they're trying to figure out in that question. And those are the kind of questions we definitely would have dealt with because there wasn't, I think it was a band six role, wasn't it, Ebuka? Um, Chuku, I'm so sorry, Chuku, I'm so sorry about pronouncing your name. If you type your question in here, I will definitely answer you on on here. So type your question on here and I will answer your question, Chuku. Um, so what Ebuka, so was it a band six role that you went for? Let Ebuka answer us. So yes, I'm just trying to see if we have any questions on what's it called on TikTok while we wait for Ebuka to come back with his question and for Chuku to type his question as well. I'm just trying to see if I got any question on TikTok. Please follow me. Linda said, Linda Kaplan, everyone that's on here, thank you for staying on. Thank you for watching. Yeah, if you want to follow me more and get to see more of my videos, please check my YouTube channel. Is Your HR Ally on YouTube, and there are loads of videos on there. Please follow me on here as well. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. So Linda Kaplan said, I was under Ville and I work in NHS UK, England. Okay, I don't understand what that is. I kinda, yeah. Linda, I don't understand what you're talking about. So yeah. Um, okay. Ebuka said, I had another question here. Ebuka, you didn't answer me. What band was this from? I'm trying to understand why they were asking about leadership. I'm thinking it was a band six role for them to ask you a question about leadership. When a 70-year-old man had Miss Malia's fracture and lives in a tent floor and the elevator is spoiled, I said it. That's the only reason why they would ever ask you a leadership question. Because as a band five, you're just getting into the NHS. By band six, you should have those leadership parameters in place. That's as much because I keep telling you guys it was a band six role, yes. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've answered. Another question is when they give me a non-clinical role, how would I manage both roles? I think it's just with that question is about prioritization. How would you prioritize yourself? What are the tasks that you need to do within the clinical and non-clinical role? Because you're band six now, you need to know how to manage your time, not just your time, the time of the people that reports into you, and the time that is associated with each task. Because each task would definitely have a level of a time limit really in terms of ensuring that this is what time I'm going to allocate to do this task. So definitely I will need to make sure that I'm managing my time properly. So it's proper time management, really. That's what that question was about. It's time management. How would you manage it? How would you manage both roles? Would you have to delegate the roles? You might have to delegate some things depending on how little or how difficult it is. Will you then be able to prioritize yourself? How would you prioritize a good timekeeping? That's what that role was about. So, without going too much into the details, for another clinical question, when they gave me a non-clinical role, how would I manage both roles? That's the answer I just gave to him in terms of managing that is time. It's just time management, really, that he really wanted to find out, and delegation skills and prioritization skills. That's what that question was all about. So another question that Ebuka said, is when a 78-year-old man had a miscellaneous, sorry, malicious fracture and lives on the 10th floor and the elevator is spoiled, no support, no friend. What is the clinical features and what will you do? I think it's really assessing the risk to fall, is really assessing the risk to how to manage that person. Are you calling an ambulance? Are you thinking about how best to bring that patient into the hospital for him to be able to get the right treatment? Or do you then have to then ensure that the staff that you have in hand are able to get to that 10th floor? And what is the parameters are you putting in place to ensure that that patient is taken care of properly? So it might not be a case of taking the person out, it's about bringing people in to help manage that fracture till the elevator is fixed, where you can then provide the proper help and proper care in the right setting. So it's about managing what is at present at that point in time, and then looking for alternative ways to be able to support that patient at that point in time, because the elevator is fault, he already has this fracture, there's nobody around him. So it's about putting different multidisciplinary teams in place to be able to assist you in terms of ensuring that that patient is taken care of. So this is about time management, this is about working together, delegation, teamwork, and communication, reporting as well. It's a lot of things coming together for you to be able to understand and think properly. How would I manage this process? So these are really interesting topics. When you hear me talk, if you come to me for a consultation and you hear me talk about how you answer the question and what I want to be hearing, although I'm non-clinical, because I've done so many clinical interviews in the past, I already know the kind of things that I would expect to hear from those answers. Because I'm probably in on the spot right now, I haven't really had time to think about it, because these are like questions that is just been put on here for me. So it's not like I'm reading from anywhere. This is just my YouTube and all that. It's not like I'm reading from anywhere. I'm just trying to answer this question. But if I have more time, I'll be able to put in a structured answer. When you come to me for consultation, I'm able to put in the questions, and I'll be able to then put in structures of what are the things that I need to hear from that question, because then I'll have had time to prepare for you when you're coming to me for your one-to-one consultation for your interview prep to get into that NHS role. I've had a lot of success rates, especially from people that were novice about getting into the NHS. I work with a lot of clients where the roles that they come in through are those care assistant roles, and they've not really been interviewed, really. So the first proper interview that most of these people get is when they're going into the NHS, and they don't actually know how to answer the questions. So when you come to me, I remember one of my clients, the first interview session we had, she was like, I was scoring out ones, one, because she wasn't answering any of the question. And she said to me that this is the first time I'm actually doing an interview in this country. She hasn't done any interview in this country. This is the first, because she's been going into care roles and all that. This is the first time I'm actually doing any roles in this country. So having someone to be able to guide you and talk to you and explain to you what are these people trying to hear from this answer. You might think you've answered that question properly, you might think you've done the best that you can, but you've not actually answered the question. You've actually answered your own question. I wasn't there when Ebuka was writing this. I wasn't there when Ebuka went for this interview. I would have prepped him properly, because would have had to go to, is a band six role. Definitely leadership questions are going to come out. So we would have had to go through all these different stages of delegation, communication, teamwork, and strategy because those are the kind of things they would want to hear, because that's your that should be your thinking at this point for you to get to that point of leadership. That's a band six role, leadership roles. That is basically what you're doing. You'll be going to a lot of meetings, you'll be attending a lot of things, you'll be the one in charge of a lot of things. So they need to be able to understand and trust that you can look after that place when no one is there. So that's the answer to that question, Ebuka. Let me see if Ebuka has another question. Okay, so um, Chuku, sorry guys, because I can't really see if anyone is still online on YouTube. I don't know what is going on with my YouTube counter today. It's not telling me the people that are online. But anyways, Chuku had a question about is an IMG from Nigeria. What is IMG, Chuku? I'm not sure what that is. Does medical degree hinders application? Not on that level, because not gotten an interview for roles like phlebotomists, clinical research assistants, and all that. So let me first know what an IMG is, because there's some of these technical terms that you guys use that I don't know what it is. But when you explain to me what it is, I'll be able to advise you appropriately. Chuku, this would have been something that you'd have had to pay for if you came to me one-on-one, because we would have to go into deep and how to explain. But you're lucky that you're on here and you don't have to pay for this consultation service. So if you want to tell me what an IMG is, then I'll be able to answer you appropriately. Oh, thank you guys. International medical degree. So international medical degree, does that mean just a medical degree from another country? Is that what you're trying to say? International medical graduate. No, there's either you're a medical graduate or a non-medical graduate. It doesn't matter where you've trained. Medicine is medicine. And that's what I believe anyways, because I have a couple of friends that studied medicine in Nigeria and currently work in the UK. So it doesn't really matter in terms of you being trained abroad or not. So it's international medical graduate. Is that the name of the course? So did you go to medical school? Oh, thank you so much. Everyone on TikTok, if you could please follow me on TikTok, tap on the screen to invite more people in. We'll be done in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So as many people as we can come into this live session will be good. Okay, it's called IMG if they haven't practiced medicine full-time, I think. Okay. Anyways, if you said we're going to talk about Chuku's question first. He said it's an IMG, so that's an international medical graduate, because with that, he hasn't worked as a medical person in Nigeria before. So he said, does the medical degree hinders application on that level? Because I've not gotten an interview for roles like phlebotomist, clinical research assistant. So the first thing first, with regards to phlebotomist roles, is that do you have any qualification being a phlebotomist? That's the first thing. Do you have the what's called the technical knowledge of being a phlebotomist? Because you can't just say phlebotomist role and think you can just go there and apply. No, you have to have some degree, not degrees actually. You have to have some qualifications. You should have studied. You should have gone for the training to become a phlebotomist, either here or back home in Nigeria. It doesn't matter where you've done your phlebotomy. Where you've done your phlebotomy, as long as you have that qualification in whatever way it comes, in terms of that training as a phlebotomist, you should be able to get a job in the UK, because they are looking for phlebotomists in the UK. It's a very sought after role. So if you have that training, if you have that experience, there's ways that you'll be able to write your application and tailor it to the UK's application process to ensure that it fits into what they're looking for. So I'm not sure if you have that. I'm not sure, Chuku, if you have that experience or that training in in the phlebotomy. If you do, let me know. Then we can then talk about how have you written your application as to why you've not been shortlisted for that role. Do you put in your certification and say, oh, I have a certificate in phlebotomy, both theory and practical. I have done phlebotomy, practice as a phlebotomist in Nigeria, working in so hospital, doing so amount of hours as a phlebotomist. And did you put it on your previous roles and experiences that you've actually worked as a phlebotomist as well? Also, with regards to your clinical research assistant, have you done any roles in clinical research? Did you put it on your job, your previous roles and responsibilities when they asked you to list out all your previous roles and responsibilities? Is there any mention of clinical research? Is there any paper that you've done any clinical research on that you've attached to your application? Those are the things that either makes you shortlistable or not shortlistable. Sorry, I think I'm shaking my laptop a bit. Those are the things that make you shortlistable or not shortlistable. So you need to ensure that you're tailoring your application to the job description and to the person specification, especially for them to be able to shortlist you for a role. It's then when you get to that interview stage, then we can then start talking about, oh yeah, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do, and all that. So yeah, you need to ensure that the roles that you're applying for at least have a bit of it, or a bit of that experience, or a bit of that qualification in your application when before you submit. The NHS application process is now getting tougher and tougher. There are loads of people out there that have been displaced because of unscrupulous, I would call them, unscrupulous people that have charged ridiculous amounts of money to get people into this country, but they don't have any jobs for them to do. So we're trying in the UK to, not me, they're trying to ensure that people that are currently in the UK get roles with different places. So one person, we can sometimes we see applications for one role. We can have more than 200 applications. That's because we're actually even closing those jobs quickly. 300 applications for a healthcare assistant, 400 applications for a healthcare assistant. That is how competitive those roles are. That's why sometimes you will see some roles that were advertised in the morning, and by afternoon it's closed because people have already bombarded the application with loads of applications. So the recruiting manager cannot shortlist everybody. Shortlisting for roles in the UK, in the NHS, I would say, in the NHS, that I can be confident about saying that, is done by human beings. No one really wants to sit down and shortlist 400 applications. That is, it is quite time consuming. It's strenuous for us to shortlist that many applications. So hence the reason why we try, in some most cases, they always close these applications early. I'm sorry. That's why when you see a role that you want to apply to it immediately. I try as much as possible because I'm working with so many clients. Sometimes I've finished doing an application. By the time I send it to this person, please submit your application now. They'll go on to say, oh, it's closed. And that is hours, maybe 3, 4 hours of me writing that supporting statement for you. So I'll try and ensure that if you look at any job, if you send me a job, if you are one of my clients, if you send me a job, I try as much as possible to send it back to you as quickly as possible. I've done this last week that just went by, I've done about 3 applications that actually closed. I didn't even bother sending it to them because what I started doing is before I actually send it to you, I will check it again. Once I finish, I'll check it again to make sure that that role is still active. I send it to you, I call you, I said, upload it now, because prior to me writing your supporting statement, everything else is set. You just need to copy and paste it directly into your application and just hit submit. Agree to the term to the terms and just hit submit. That's how I want it to be done. So that's how I work with my clients. Um, so Chuku said he's currently on post-study visa. So that is really good. So you're not actually constrained with the sponsorship route, even though you probably need sponsorship at the end of this, your post-study visa. But what you need to do is look for roles that you are able to say that I've actually have experience in this. And this is the evidence. You need to put that in your profile, in your application profile. You need to make sure that it is very, very, very clear in there that you've actually done the role in a way. You don't have to have had the whole 100%, but ensure that the essential criteria, you at least meet 95% of it. And that is the truth. I'm sorry, people that are telling you to pray. There was one of those videos I watched online about you praying and hoping you might find favor. It's very tough. I'm sorry. When I'm shortlisting, there's no sentiment in shortlisting. 99% of the time, there's no sentiment. We look at what is right in front of us and we shortlist based on that because nobody has time for time wasters. I'm sorry. It's a lot of work. So I hope I've been able to answer your question, Chuku. Chuku, yes. Email me at the Human Resources and Playbook. I think I sent my email to what's it called to Dana again to email me. So this is my email address, Chuku Playbook at gmail.com. I'm just typing my email address for Chuku on YouTube. So that's my email address. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to work together. Um, but you're gonna have to book a one-to-one consultation because we need to go through a lot of other things. But yeah, I'll send you the links. Just email me today once we finish this because I actually need to film a video that needs to come out tomorrow. I don't even know, or maybe actually tomorrow. I think I need to move my other premiere away from tomorrow. Oh Lord, I don't know. How I'm gonna do myself. Yeah. Anyways, I'm trying to finish this live as quickly as possible. And I need to make sure that I answer everybody's questions. Let me go to TikTok to see if anyone has left me any questions there. I don't think anyone left me questions. Oh, thank you so much, Celebrity Broider. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your nice comments. Not seen. What haven't you seen? Linda Kaplan, I don't understand what you're writing really. If you want to email me, let me. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry, YouTube. Okay. Let's do this on here. Let me give you my email address. Linda Kaplan. Because TikTok doesn't let us put at signs. It kind of takes away it takes away the email addresses once I put it in if I don't write it this way. So Linda, please email me and we can talk from there because I'm really struggling to understand what you're saying in your comments. So yeah, I'm just going through YouTube. I'm just going through TikTok quickly just to make sure that I haven't missed anyone's question. Um, okay, I don't think I've missed anyone's question. So hopefully Linda Kaplan can hopefully email me back. Gift, do you remember I was the one that wrote it like this. You wrote I was the one that wrote it like this back then. Oh yes, I remember. I remember you're the one that taught me how to do that. Because what's it called? I know gift. Because TikTok kept deleting it when I was putting it with the @ sign and .com and all that. Then Gift kind of helped me. So Gift is another one of my favorite people on on TikTok. It always shows up for my life. He always shows up for my life. So yeah, I really appreciate Gifts as well. So yes. I don't think anyone has any questions on TikTok. So we're gonna just go back to YouTube because they seem to have more questions on YouTube. So oh, it was even Abiodun that was still asking. So Abiodun and also Chuku, thank you for that. I don't know what that is, but I think I got some money from you. But thank you. I appreciate it. So Abiodun said it recently applied a partner finance for finance business partner and planning role at the NHS. From the research that he has done, folks have advised that I reach out to the contact for the role. What do you advise? Of course, definitely. When you apply for roles, I always like it when people send me personal emails about the role that they've applied for, even prior to them even applying, just to kind of get a bit more understanding about the role. And I do love talking about the role. That means that I kind of gives me a really big inkling to say, okay, this person is interested in the role, wants to find out a bit more about the role, wants to know how to target his answers or her answers to the role that they're applying for. And that kind of gets me excited and it helps me kind of talk about the job. Even though I'm still going to talk about the job more during the interview, but it kind of gets me excited to say, oh, yeah, actually, this person is interested. And at the back of my mind, I'll be looking out for your application when I'm doing my shortlisting as well. Because you probably would have mentioned one or two things and I've kind of like written it down quickly to say, okay, yeah, if this person does apply, I might kind of know this person's application and kind of see, oh, what has this person written? Kind of making me okay. This person has actually listened to what I've said. I've actually followed what I said, and this person's qualifications, even if you don't even meet that role 100%, chances of me remembering you, remembering what we talked about, are higher for me to remember you and be a bit, in a way, partial. Even though it's a blind scoring system, in a way, I might know what you've written based on our conversation. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I think this is the guy. I think this is the guy or this is the girl that I spoke to based on what you've written in your application. And maybe you are not at 100% of what I really want, but because you've shown interest and I can discern maybe it was you that I spoke to, then I can actually even shortlist you to just kind of see you during the interview and just put you among the pile of people that I might want to see. So, yes, definitely reach out to the shortlisting manager prior and even after applying. I worked in one of those trusts where I would even advise you to go and say you want to come visit. Visiting them as well is another good one, especially once you've been shortlisted. Oh my goodness. We love seeing people like that. We love to see you come and say you just want to visit and just see what a day in the life of what I will be doing looks like. That definitely is extra bonus points for you during the interview. So yeah, do that. Abi Doshika. Yes, I would definitely advise you to do that. Um, okay, what else? What else? What else? Uh, yeah, so that's that question from Abido Shaker. Um, I think Ebuka also had another one. Another question is if the trust partner with an organization, which data should I be getting? Oh, depends on what role you're playing in that organization. So if the partner with it, is he a joint partnership? Are they tipping in? Are they tipping out? Oh, it's a partner. Okay, there. So that's probably a collaborative work. So you want to know about their stats, you want to know about what else do the employees, you want to know about the job roles, you need to know about the long-term goals, short-term goals that that they have. You want to know more about let me think. I'm just thinking about what I do. You want to know about the staff they'll be bringing, the number of staff. You want to know about their employee relations stats. You want to know about their WER scores as well. You want to know about um I'm trying to think. It's a lot of things you're going to want to know about, but knowing how to structure all this is more about show me your books and I'll show you my books, that kind of situation. So, how many staff are you bringing? Would anybody be made redundant as a reason for this partnership? What is the redundancy thing looking like? How many years of experience, how many years of service do these people have in the NHS? Are we going to have to pay out a lot of money because of the joint venture that we're going to be going into? How much is going to be our redundancy cost? So, that is very important. So, finance has to be involved. You need to have a lot of stakeholders involved, from directors to finance to HR to the main core members of the team, to other stakeholders that you're going to be working with. What is the location? Where will they be based? Who will be managing them? Those are the kind of questions that you're going to have to ask in terms of understanding partnership with this new trust. So yeah, mostly about finance, really. I think that would definitely be a very good one for you to know about. Yeah. Chuku said he went to medical school in Nigeria, but he seems not able to get roles like phlebotomist. I have technical knowledge from Nigeria. I have practiced as a doctor in Nigeria on post study, but practicing as a doctor and being a phlebotomist are two different things. Phlebotomist, I remember when I was pregnant and they tried to take my blood, and this doctor, this nurse, they were poking me as in more than 5 times. After a while, they just said, you know what, we give up. We don't want to poke you anymore. Let's go walk down to the main hospital because we were in a different arm of the place. Let's walk down to the main hospital and we'll go to the phlebotomist and they'll take the blood. I kid you not. The woman just tied the thing on my arm and found my vein. My vein is quite tiny, and found my vein in one prick and took the blood. And the other people, the doctor and the nurse, had just had egg on their face. Were like, "Oh yeah, we knew you're gonna get it in one time." And that's how amazing those phlebotomists are because they practice it. This is their day to day job that they do 100 times a day. So they know how to find those veins. So you being a medical doctor and practicing and having a technical knowledge is different from you actually doing it. You can say you have the technical knowledge, but do you have the certification? Do you have how many bloods have you taken over the course of your medicine practice? How many have you taken, really? Truthfully, as a doctor, come on, that role is beneath you to be taking blood. You're a doctor. So yeah, yeah. So you'll be grateful if we could give you pointers for interview questions for the finance business partner role. It's a band six role. Yeah, I can definitely give you pointers for the role, but you're gonna have to come to book a session with me, and we can talk about what's it called? Talk about you getting ready for your interview. So I've put my email address in the description box, Abiodu Shaker, for you to contact me. You guys should send me the emails today so I can arrange for the consultation. So I'll send you the consultation link and we can book the consultation in for you to be able to book your slots. So yes, definitely we can definitely work together to prepare you for that interview. These interviews don't come too easily. And I'm not sure how many roles you've applied for. You might have been lucky to just have applied for a couple and you've been able to be shortlisted, but you do not want to miss this chance. That is where I come in. I would help you prep properly for your interview if you do come to me. I have success stories. I don't necessarily have to be plastering it all over here. I have people that have used my services. One of my clients, she got two roles, and it was the case of, tell me, where should I go? And this is not just two roles, this is two roles with sponsorship. And both organizations were processing our sponsorship at the same time. That's how favored she was in terms of her what's it called, of her job. And that was even the only two roles that she actually got. She actually got two other ones, but for some weird reasons those organizations decided to pull the sponsorship and she was unable to get those roles sponsored. Doesn't mean that she didn't get the job. She got the job, but they then said they didn't have any more sponsorship license, so she couldn't take those jobs. But at the end of the day, she was compensated by God by getting two roles, two offers, which that came with sponsorship. And she was like, we were now doing the feasibility studies. Okay, this is what will happen if you move to this place. This is how much it's going to cost to live here and all that. And it was a very good problem for her to have. So that was what happened to that one of my clients. So yeah, interview prep. If you come to me for interview prep, I believe that you're going to see the difference with having me as your coach for your interview. I'm serious. It's not about bragging, it's about sitting on these interview panels constantly. I kind of insert myself into those interviews. I kind of tell them, oh, yeah, I'm available. Just pick me. Then I'm in interviews all day. I haven't done any of my main roles, and I come back home, sort out the family, and then start my main job. So, oh yeah, hi Trisha. I think I just literally spoke about you. This is just God. I literally just spoke about you. And here she comes. Can you imagine? Oh yeah, she's one of the ones I was speaking about now. That was just favored. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I literally just spoke about you. So yeah. Um. So yes, you're welcome. Please reach out, everyone. If you did that, I think I want to go into that interview consultation more. I think I was about to say it's well, I'm not sure if I've actually said it, that I'm working on a program that would enable you to be the one to write your supporting statement yourself. Once I launch it, I would bring it here and I'll bring it to YouTube as well to let you guys have access to it. It's not going to be free, it's going to be paid for service that will give you a monthly access to that system that you will be able to craft your supporting statement properly. I'm still doing a bit of testing on it at the moment, working with my husband who is in IT to kind of help me design this new program that would help people write those amazing supporting statements that takes me hours and hours on end to write. So this one will be able to churn out more supporting statement for you in the way we want to see it in your application. So yes, it's very tailored. It's tailored for NHS employees, NHS England and NHS Scotland roles. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Once it's ready, once it's available, I would bring it out here to everyone so everyone can have access to it. It would be a paid service, but I would try and ensure that it's not too expensive, that people can be able to afford it. But yeah, it's a lot of labor of love that's, excuse me, that I've gone into this process. So I'm trying as much as possible to make sure that it's perfect and it gives you guys the results that I want. I think I'm going to test it on a couple of my clients first and see how it does in terms of seeing how many of them get shortlisted with me just using that system for them. And we'll take it from there. Sorry, I'm just fine tuning my hair, but I actually really need to leave. Um, oh goodness, my hair. Oh, we in Nigeria, we Africans and we black ladies with our wigs and all that. Yeah. So yeah. So I don't think there's anyone else that has asked any question. That's asked any questions on TikTok, so that's fine. I still plan to get a medical job after I'm done with the UK medical licensing exam. But in the time being, I wish to get some roles in the NHS job for secure. Of course, definitely. Even with those exams are brutal. Oh my goodness. How are you? I have a friend that is currently, I think she has one more exam to do, and that's even true. I need to even call her because we're meant to be doing some interview prep together. She's at that last one. I think she's trying to become a consultant. So she's at that last point. Sorry, we need to just we need to try and verify ourselves just so that this life doesn't end. Yeah, so she's at that last point of trying to do those exams, and she's had it. It's been a toughie. It's been a toughie for her to get through, but it's been a lot of crying. It's been a lot of studying. It's been a lot of missed family vacations. It's made a lot of missed family gatherings, friend gatherings as well, that she can't even go out with us sometimes. I do understand, Chuku. I do understand that intensity of that exam. I really wish you all the best with your exams, truthfully, and it's quite expensive as well. And hence the reason why I wonder why they pay you guys so little as doctors in this country. But that's another story for another day with me and the NHS and my rambling about the pay for nurses and doctors. But yes, that's a story for another day. But yeah, do reach out and we can definitely work together and try and see what roles that you should be really targeting based on your qualification, because I can't really give bespoke personal advice to everybody. So is everybody done on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok? Because I'm not even sure if I can see my TikTok, I mean my Facebook comments. That's the thing about it. Oh, and that's why I'm quite sad. Oh, goodness, my hair. I need to go and record my video for YouTube as well. Um, is everybody done with questions on both platforms or on all platforms really? If I don't have any more questions, I will really I want to say sign out to you. I really appreciate everybody for coming on here. I'm going to try my best. I'm putting in a weekly. Sorry, my friend is calling me. I'll call her back. I'm putting in a weekly what's it called? A weekly slot for me to come to TikTok. Either I would come on a Monday or a Thursday. Yeah, Monday or Thursday. I think those kind of 2 days work for me, or Wednesday. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, either I come on a Monday or a Thursday. Those days I think might work for me, but I would put it out a couple of days before to let you guys know that I'll be coming on live. But I will try my best to ensure that I'm more regular and more present, especially on TikTok, because I really need to get to those 1,000 subscribers. So if you're on here and you haven't subscribed to my channel on TikTok, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will be very, very much appreciative about it. So if that's it, I'm going to sign out. Abido Shaker said, thank you very much for the useful tip. I watch your videos to prepare my supporting statement. It helped me a great deal. Oh my goodness. This is another testimonial from my supporting statement help video on YouTube. I'm telling you guys that I am not gatekeeping in anything with writing the supporting statement because I do it constantly. I'm reading the supporting statement. My eyes are bleeding sometimes. Um, it's just that I can't really show you the interface of the scoring system. I can't show you guys that. But when I sit down there and I log into NHS jobs or track jobs to start scoring people, it's yeah, it's you will read some things and be like, wow. But yeah, um it's what's it called? It's amazing. I think those two videos, I'm going to record another one, really targeting. I think I'm going to target each section of the supporting information. I'm just trying to find the time. I'm actually also looking for a video editor that would not charge me an arm and a leg. This is a continuous job. I'm looking for someone that would help me edit my videos. Maybe I should put it out here. I'm looking for someone that would help me edit my videos that would not charge me an arm and a leg. So if you know anyone that knows how to edit videos amazingly for YouTube, please let them reach out to me. It's not this girl doesn't have no money. YouTube has not paid me any money. So I don't have any money to pay exorbitant amounts of money for someone to edit the videos, but this is going to be a recurring job for whoever cannot get the job to help me with my video editing. So yeah, because I have a lot of videos to do and that's it's just the time to just sit down and edit those videos. It does take a while. So hence the reason why I'm looking for a video editor. So if you know anyone, please let them contact me. Let them send me a DM on TikTok. Let them send me a DM on Facebook, YouTube. Please, I do. Yeah. Ibuka said he will get back to me. My answers are different. That's because that's the right answer. That's what you should be up and saying. Yeah. Please target more of the interview. Yeah. I think I'm going to do a couple of videos on interview questions and answers. I was actually thinking of, look, now I'm not leaving this place. I was thinking of creating a separate YouTube channel just for interview questions and answers. But nah, I still want you guys to come and pay for my service. But I'll be dropping interview questions and answers on here, anyways, for you guys to know that I do care about you guys. I know it's not everyone that would be able to afford my services, but definitely would still be dropping interview questions and answers. I already have I think I've done one. I need to upload it as well. I think it's a band 5 mental health nurse one I've just done again. So yeah. So yeah. Okay, so thank you everybody. I think we've spent over an hour now. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for coming. I hope I haven't missed anybody's questions on. Oh, thank you so much, Gift. You're so much appreciate you. I really do. So yeah. Okay. So Regina, if you can just send me an email. Oh yeah, I think I can know who's actually on Facebook, on YouTube. Okay, these are all YouTube people actually. Regina, if you send me an email, we can talk about all that. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for everybody. I really appreciate you people that have stayed on and liked, shared, and actually started following me as well. I really appreciate you on every platform that I'm on. Have a good night, everybody, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye.